Welcome to the Crystal Sky Bar. This is the top of Puerto Madero in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The Alvear Icon was incredible. Can you tell me more about it?
Yes, Alvear Icon. Alvear is the correct way to pronounce it. It's a five-star hotel, a luxury five-star hotel. It is situated on the most modern and fancy neighborhood here in Buenos Aires.
Puerto Madero.
Puerto Madero, that's the name of the neighborhood because it used to be a port.
Okay.
And it was abandoned.
And it's been a revitalization project over the last 10 years.
Yes.
Now,
so
can you tell me, Alvear or Alvear and Faena are the two biggest hotels here?
Yes, the two, yes. I think the most fancy.
Where are we going? We're gonna go grab a coffee.
Yes, Lobo Cafe has pretty good cakes.
Okay.
And it's in front of the canal, so
Okay.
the view is amazing.
Okay, so she's doing some homework on some of the spots to see if they're open. We're gonna continue straight down. And by continuing straight down, I'm gonna head to the art gallery. I'm gonna leave her at the Mujer. Is it Puente de la Mujer?
Puente de la Mujer, yes.
Okay, and then I'm gonna leave you here and I'm gonna meet you on the other side.
Yes, see ya.
So what is Puerto Madero known for? Well, it is one of the largest urban renewal projects in the world. Puerto Madero used to be the commercial port of Buenos Aires. It used to have all that exposed brick, and basically everything has been remodeled to universities, restaurants, commercial spaces, and a lot of residential. The price per square meter in Puerto Madero, all across the street, is almost double of what you're gonna find in Recoleta or in Palermo, about around $6,000 per square meter. So here we are at the Colección de Arte Amelia Lacrosse de Fortabat. Now, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I have tried to go in, but I think they're closed. And then over here is a very popular kind of cafe restaurant, Croquet Madame. And just back to the canal. So a lot of people have been asking me why the water's brown. The river Rio de Plata, which connects Uruguay to Argentina, it's actually a river. So that is why the water is brown. So just passing the art gallery, what I'm going to do is hang a quick right and I'm going to show you the Ecological Reserve. This is basically the corner of Puerto Madero. You've got the Reserva Ecologica Costanera Sur. This is one entrance. It runs adjacent to Puerto Madero and you can't enter back in until you get to the other entrance, which is completely on the other side. If you did want to go for a run or go cycling, you can. It's 7.5 kilometers all the way around, or it's about 2 kilometers running adjacent to the other entrance. So if we wanted, we could go take Cecilia Griegson, which is over there, or we can take the more scenic view. For this, we'll take the more scenic view. And in Argentina, they just kind of go when there's no cars. So that's Cecilia Griegson right there, but it runs parallel to the Boardwalk. And what we're going to be doing is crossing the canal to the other side. Back to Cecilia Griegson, across the little bridge, and on the other side is Buquebus. So this is where you're going to find ferry to Montevideo or Colonia, Uruguay. Across the street, they're building a St. Regis right there. So we basically just walked right along the boardwalk, across the little bridge, and over here to Buquebus. So now this first row of buildings is the border of Puerto Madero. And along here, during the day, it's not so lively, but at nighttime, it's restaurants and bars galore. On our bike tour, they were explaining that these cranes are inoperable. They're not being used anymore, but they're a great art decoration. So one of the key factors about Buenos Aires is there's no natural disasters. And thank God, because those art decors might be a problem if there was. Oh, hey, it's you again.
Oh, hi again.
Cool. Tell me about this amazing bridge.
Well, it's about 170 meters long. It also can open to
Boats?
pass the boats.
Boats?
Yes. It is like two people dancing tango, because you can see like a lady's leg.
And it was paid for by who?
Alberto Gonzalez.
Who basically
Yes.
owns everything else here.
He donates this piece of art to the neighborhood.
Okay, he also owns the Hilton?
Yes, he also owns the building.
Okay.
The building, yes.
So it's three people that pretty much own everything in Puerto Madero.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we came from the Mujer bridge. Now we are at this, what looks like an office. There's no sign. So yeah, we waited in line. The entrance is right here, but I'm wearing shorts. And I understand this in bigger cities. Coming out 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, no problem. But it's 6 o'clock. So I guess I can't come in because I'm wearing shorts. So carrying along the boardwalk, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head inwards, because you know, the boardwalk is a boardwalk. So a lot of the city streets all look the same, I find. There's really not a lot of, you know, character when it comes to Puerto Madero. We're gonna head over to the Faena Art Center now. Actually, correction, I'm at the Faena Art Center, but I can't figure out how to get inside. I think they're closing up a convention or a wedding or something because all of the doors are shut and they're basically bringing out wedding material. So this area, if you're wondering about safety, is heavily protected. I mean, there's a police officer on almost every single corner and security guards everywhere. Why? Notice all of the nice cars come here. I've seen Audis, Porsches, Lamborghinis, all sorts of nice things. You see a lot of women walking around with Fendi, Louis Vuitton. When it comes to fashion, there's a lot of really nice properties, a lot of really well-dressed people. It's definitely a different world in Puerto Madero when you're comparing it to the rest of Buenos Aires. So the Faena Art Center right down there was closed. I believe that is Faena. This is Faena, the hotel, and just over there is a pool and the library bar. And then the hotel goes all the way down. Next up is Faena. This is a Michelin-Star restaurant. So something unique about Faena is world class. They're based in Miami, they're based in Tulum, they're based all over the world. World class resorts and residences. It's got a Michelin-Star restaurant inside, and the library bar is Instagrammable. It was one of the first hotels back there in Puerto Madero. It's 22 years old. So when you're thinking about Puerto Madero and how it's relatively new, that was one of the first. So I had to basically stop filming and start a new day. It started pouring rain. I couldn't finish the tour. So I did end up going that way. This is the other side of the hotel, continuing on. And what I'm going to do instead is walk through a lot more of the luxurious area. Today is Sunday. It is 3 o'clock. It's always quiet in Puerto Madero. It's Sunday, 3 o'clock. Not a lot of people around. And this brings me to weather. A lot of people have been asking me, what's the weather like? Well, the weather is a little rainy. It's been pretty rainy lately. Today is the 30th of March. So continuing on, I had to take a couple days off because it was pouring rain pretty much every single day. When I was here in February, the weather was beautiful. 30 degrees, 32 degrees. It didn't rain for almost a month. It's been raining for the last, basically March 15th to now, almost every single day. So what we're gonna do is we're going to hang a left, Skerda, at the cranes, and you're gonna see a lot of the newer part of Puerto Madero. It's pretty fancy over there. There's still some buildings under construction. This is where they're finishing off Puerto Madero, because after this, I don't believe there's any more space. There are all the new high-rises. Here you will find the SOS, BMW dealership, amongst a lot of newer buildings and amenities. This area reminds me a lot of Vancouver. All the new high-rises, a lot of greenery, and it's quite modern over here. Definitely doesn't feel like you're in Buenos Aires anymore. There's a lot of glass on this side. There's Madero Harbor Park. And as I said, if you just go straight ahead, Reserva Ecologica de Costanera Sur. So I tried to make this guide a lot more to the point, cutting out the fluff, just trying to show you a lot of the best areas. So in case you wanted to do this tour yourself, in the description box below, there's a Google My Maps. Click it, you can do the route yourself. I share them on all of my walking tours. So if you wanted to, you could do this route yourself. For the sake of this video, I tried to keep it a lot more short and precise. I didn't want to get towards the 20-minute mark. So hopefully this video is around the 12-minute mark, just showing you really all the key features. Now, because of the different format, let me know if you liked it in the description box below. Also, check out my shorts. I'm starting to do a lot more storytelling within my vertical videos, which are about a minute long. If you're looking for other tours, I have a lot of other tours within the shorts that I also share to my Instagram account. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.